You need to do this before every golf shot, and I'm going to tell you exactly why. Hey everybody, I'm George Conley with Scratch Golf Tips, and today we're going to be talking about one imperative thing that you can do before all of your golf shots to gain consistency and lower your scores on the golf course. Now, I'm not talking about a specific swing thought or something that we can do in the golf swing itself. I'm talking about an imperative aspect of the pre-shot routine that is the visualization and commitment to a shot. Now, when I say visualization, I'm talking about visualizing how your golf shot is going to look through the air and what the result of that golf shot will be. If you've ever played any golf video game, I know that a lot of the older PGA Tour games that I used to play on the Wii like 15 years ago would do this, but there's a way that they'll show you the track of your ball and then you can kind of shape it and play around with draw, fade, high, low, all of these different things. That is essentially what you'll be doing. It's just real life and you're doing it in your mind. And some people may hear that and think, well, shouldn't I just visualize the ball going in the hole every time? Not exactly. That's not really what we're looking for. What we're looking for is visualizing a realistic shot, a shot that you know that you can hit, and how the outcome is going to be in a positive manner. If you're 175 yards away from a green with a tucked right pin, it's probably wise just to hit the ball at the center of the green. So maybe take out your whatever goes 175 yards. For me, that'd be a 7-iron. And then I would visualize a pretty high ball flight with a little bit of a fade, landing in the center of the green, and if I'm lucky, rolling a little bit to the right. But I stand behind the ball and I look up and I see that shot. I see the starting line it's on. If there are any trees in the back, behind the green, I see what tree I want the ball to start turning over on. And this is a positive reinforcement, and it also is validation for what I'm going to be doing. And what that validation does is it allows the golfer to be fully committed to the golf shot. You've probably heard a lot of PGA and LPGA Tour pros talk about how important it is to be committed to what you're doing. If you have a putt, you need to be committed to the line. And that's no different than when you have a 7-iron and you're hitting into the green. You need to be committed to what kind of shot you're hitting. Do I want to hit a draw? Do I want to hit a fade? Do I want to hit it high, low? Whatever you want to do, you need to have a good idea of what it is you're going to do. Once you have that idea and you think of it, be sure that it's something you're confident in. I know that I can't hit a 250-yard shot with a high, beautiful baby draw and land it right 10 feet away from the hole. That's not a shot that I have. What I do know that I have is I can hit a pretty high fade with my 8-iron from 145 yards out. That's a shot that I'm confident in. So when I visualize that shot, I can then commit to it fully and say, all right, I've done this before. I know I can do this. Now I'm going to commit to it. I step into the ball, I go through my pre-shot routine, and then I hit that golf shot. What this really does is it frees you up and gives you an ultimate boost of confidence when you're over the ball. The work that you do behind the ball allows you to be confident over the ball. And when you have a good feeling about what you're doing over the ball, it's generally going to be a good result. Not all the time. That's not how golf works. I wish it was. Not all the time. But you're going to be much more successful when you're over the ball with a clear idea of what you want to do, knowing you can do it, than if you just step over the ball saying, I think this is the right club. I don't know if I can hit this shot, but I'll give it a whirl. How often, think back to your game. How often have you been in that position over the ball and then you hit a great shot? I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's pretty rare. And another huge benefit of this visualization is the positive outlook that you have towards what you'll be doing. This is something that one of my favorite PGA Tour professional teachers, Keith Bennett, talks about. But if you think about a lot of the golf shots you hit, say there's a green with water left and then some trees and lateral hazards to the right, you're often thinking about that water to the left and you're thinking about those trees and those hazards to the right. When you're standing over the ball, and you're thinking about those things, you're just thinking about what's going to go wrong. Maybe you're gonna get a little antsy, you're gonna hook the ball into the water. You know why? Because you were thinking about hitting the ball in the water. While it is important to recognize the existence of that water and the existence of those trees, and then you can formulate your shot idea knowing that, say there is water left, maybe you're gonna aim a little bit to the right. That's something that you're gonna factor into your visualization. So then you factor it in, you visualize the shot, then you're gonna step up to your ball and you're only going to be thinking about that visualization. Now, that visualization was rooted in the fact that there is trouble, but when you're over the ball, you're not thinking about the trouble. You're not thinking about the water. The only thing you're thinking about is the positive outlook that you had in your mind, that you have over the ball, and you're able to fully commit to that golf shot. It really is a beautiful thing when you can master this mental technique on the golf course. It's easier said than done. I know for me personally, I can really commit to some golf shots, and there are other parts of my game where I stand over the ball, I have a visual in my head, but it's just a tough thing for me to conquer mentally. So I always try to commit, and I always visualize. I always have an image in my mind of what I'm going to be doing, but I can't always fully commit to the shots. But the more you can do it, especially for someone who doesn't do it at all, it's really going to make a positive impact on your game. I'd love to hear what you think about visualization in your own golf game. This is definitely something that people have a variety of opinions on, so I'd really like to hear your insights on it. If you enjoyed this video, it would really help me out if you left a like rating on it. It helps me see that you're enjoying this content. It also helps YouTube show this content to more people who may find it helpful. If you want to see more content like this, you can go through our channel and go through the backlogs of videos we have. We have dozens and dozens of great videos on all different topics within golf. And if you want to see some of our future uploads or be notified when they come out, you can subscribe to the channel and turn on your post notifications. As always, thank you very much for watching. Play well and take care.